When we get to this money over here, we learn how to use our personal credit to leverage business credit. Go get a mother bag. What's going on, Big Bang family? It's your boy Big Bang Joe, and today we're gonna be talking about how your business, your LLC, or your corporation, whatever you have, needs to be structured, and how your credit profile needs to look, and how you can actually have bad credit and utilize a credit partner when you're guaranteeing this business funding, and you can get 150,000, 200,000 in business funding. But before we get started, if you're new here, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know that you're new here. Not only do you need to leave a comment down below, if you haven't been here before, if you have been here before, make sure you smash that like button, punch that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bells, because guess what? That's gonna get this video out to people when you smash the like button. Y'all gonna see this video again if you subscribe, and if you turn on the notification, you're gonna know every time I post. And I post nothing but straight fire, so y'all want to keep tuning in. All right, when you establish your business, when you purchase an LLC, you know, maybe you're a new person, you hear people all the time talking about, hey, go get your LLC, go get your LLC, but you don't know what to do with your LLC. You can't just have an LLC and not do nothing with it. It's not going to be worth it. It's going to be a waste of money if you don't do the correct thing with it. All right, we talk about establishing your personal credit so you can go utilize business credit, right? So you can go get $150,000 in business credit and invest into a business. Maybe start a business if you don't have a business. But you gotta have your business structured the right way. And you do that by being listed in the 401 directory. Okay, I have a video on how to get listed in the 401 directory. I'll leave it in the description. So you wanna get listed in the 401 directory so your business can get out there, right? Not only that, you wanna have a business website. You can go to places like HostGator to get a business website. You can pay somebody on Fiverr to make you a business website, and you can make your own. It's much cheaper to make your own, right? All you gotta do is pay a couple dollars a month so you can keep it live. All right, you get a business website, and then you also get a business office. All right, you can get that from Regus, you can get it from Opus, you can get it from iPoster One. There's several places. I make videos on the best business addresses that you can get in the best business office you can get. So make sure y'all go check that out so y'all can be put on game, right? So you want to have that. You want to have be listed in the 401 directory. You want to have that business website. You want to have that business address. You want to have that business phone number as well. You can get a business phone number from Grasshopper, from GoDaddy, from several places, right? It's a lot of places you can get a business phone number from. Sometimes when you get your LLC, like if you get your LLC from I forgot what it's called, right? I can't even think about it. It's gonna be on the screen though. But once you get it from them, they'll offer you a business address and a business phone number that you can attach when you get your LLC. So that's how you structure your LLC so that you can have it where you don't have any issues getting funded in the future. All right, now to get business credit, it's not about just building business credit. You're gonna have to personal guarantee so you can get maximum funding. Like $200,000 in funding, you're not gonna get it by getting net 30s like Uline, Granger, Quill. You're not gonna do that. You can build business credit, and it's cool to have business credit, and I recommend building business credit in some cases. But you can literally have good credit and no business credit, good personal credit and no business credit, and go get $100,000 in funding. All right, so I recommend having a 680 credit score or above before you go apply for business funding, because you're going to personal guarantee, meaning use your personal credit to guarantee the credit. So if you default on this credit, it's going to report to your personal credit that you defaulted. But if you don't, it's strictly business credit. You don't have to worry about it being on your personal credit, right? That's the beauty of business credit. So we're not going to default. We learn how to get this business credit and invest into assets so we can make money and pay it back. That's how we do it on this side. If you don't have a 680, right now, if you look at this video like, oh, I don't have a 680, I got bad credit, I just got a charged off account, don't worry. You can utilize something called a credit partner. What is a credit partner? It's basically another person that you can utilize and add to your business and use them to guarantee your credit, right? Let's say you're an older person, a middle-aged person, and you have a child that's 20, 21, right? You can build their credit up. I have a video on how to build your credit the right way so that you can go for funding. You can build their credit up, utilize their credit to guarantee your funding, right? Or you can partner with somebody, right? Let's say you got a friend at work, then you know how to talk to them the right way to tell them, hey, look, you can be on my business and I can use your personal credit to guarantee this credit, right? You can't do this with a lot of people because sometimes people won't trust you, right? If you're not a person of integrity or a person that does the right thing, people won't trust you. But if you live your life the right way and people trust you, you can do this, right? You can have your sister, your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, right? Your husband, your wife. they can guarantee your credit if they have good credit. If you're working on fixing your credit right now, if you made mistakes in the past, it's okay. You can use them. They don't even have to be on your business. You can literally use them to apply for a different credit. If they have a 680 or above, you're good. And I'm going to tell you what else you need too, right? But you can use a credit partner. You don't have to have good credit. You can use somebody that has good credit to guarantee the stuff. So also, you don't want to have more than 4 inquiries on this credit profile. So your credit partner or you, whoever you're using to guarantee this credit, you don't want to have more than 4 inquiries in the last 6 months. All right. And that's why I recommend everybody to credit stack. I make several videos on how to credit stack. So what you want to do is you want to know what institution uses which credit bureau. So if you got an institution that uses Equifax, you got an institution that uses Experian, you got an institution that uses TransUnion. You want to find 3 institutions that pull from each of those credit bureaus, and you want to apply for all of them. So you only have 3 inquiries on Equifax, 3 inquiries on Experian, and 3 inquiries on TransUnion, right? So by the time you're ready to go for business funding, if you already have personal credit cards that you've been applying for so that you can make your credit profile look good, you only have 3 inquiries. So when it's time to go for business funding, you don't have 4 or 5 inquiries in the last 6 months, right? You use every single credit bureau to maximize your funding, right? Whether it's personal or business funding. All right, so that's why you want a credit stack, so you don't have so many inquiries. But you know, if you have several inquiries in the last 6 months, it's cool to wait it out, right? It's a patient game. You can be patient with it. You can wait 6 months and then go apply for stuff, right? It's all good. Either way, right? But this is so you know before you go for funding, you don't want to have more than 4 inquiries on your credit bureau, whichever they pull from, because they might deny you. The next thing you want to do to make sure you have a solid profile when you're applying, you want to have 5 to 8 primary trade lines on your report, right? And it's going to be a mixture of credit cards and secured loans and personal loans, right? I've made a video on what credit cards you can get, what secured loans to get, and how you can have 5 to 8 accounts on your report, right? You can have more than 5 to 8 accounts, but this is so you want to have at least 5 to 8 so you can maximize your funding and so you can get approved for this funding. And you want to have a mixture of credit card accounts and installment loans, a mixture. Make sure you have both, right? If you have a mixture of 5 to 8 installment loans, credit card, you're solid. The next thing you want to know is you want to have at least 3 high limit personal credit cards, right? When you first start applying for credit cards, right, personal credit cards, you want to have 3 high limit personal credit cards before you go for business funding, because there's something called comparable credit. When they see you have a $10,000 business credit card, they're gonna be like, okay, well, he's been managing a $10,000 or she's been managing a $10,000 credit card, so we can give him $30,000 on the business side. On the business side, they give you 2 to 3 times what you have on the personal side. So let's say you have 3 high limit personal credit cards. Right, you go to Navy Federal, you get a high limit personal credit card. You get an Apple card. Apple cards always start you off with high limits. You get a GM by Goldman Sachs card, right? They start you off with high limits. Right now, you got 3 high limit personal credit cards, and now you can go to the business side, right? You put all this together, you're gonna be solid. Obviously, you don't want to have negative items on your credit report, okay? You don't want to have negative. You don't want to have late payments, charge-offs. Late payments, they're gonna see that you're not trustworthy. Charge-offs, you're not paying your bills, right? Collections, you're not paying your bills. All right. So if you have it on your personal credit, use a credit partner. All right. But if your credit partner, you want to make sure their credit is clean. This is why you're using them as a credit partner in the first place, right? You can skate by having negatives that's over 2 years old, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend you to get your credit clean, and I'll make some videos soon about how to remove stuff on your credit. But yeah, you want to have a clean credit profile so that you can maximize your funding. I also recommend having at least 5 years age, right? If you don't have 5 years age, meaning your oldest credit card or your oldest credit product is 5 years and your whole average age is 5 years, you can go get an authorized user trade line, right? You can buy one for trade line supply, or you can get one from a person. Like if you know somebody that has an old credit card, you can tell them to add you, and that's gonna boost your age, right? And you want to make sure this credit card is old and it has a good limit on it, right? You can have it old and a good limit. If you already got good high limit personal credit cards, you're good. But you want to make sure it's old, and if you don't have high limit personal credit cards, you make sure it has a good limit so it can be reported to your credit profile, so it can boost your average age. And last but not least, you want to have less than 10% utilization. All right, less than 10% utilization. You always hear people say, "Oh, you want to have less than 30% utilization." No, that 30% is way too much. You want to have less than 10, and I recommend between 2 and 4%. Right, that's gonna get you the max funding. but less than 10 can get you funded as well, right? That's gonna show that you're not irresponsible, you're not eager to use your credit, and you pay back and you're responsible. All right, cool. So, to break it down, you want to have the right business structure with the website, the 401 directory. You want to have the business phone number, the business address. You want to make sure either you or your credit partner have a 680 plus on each credit bureau. You don't want to have more than 4 inquiries in the last 6 months. You also want to have 5 to 8 primary accounts on your personal account or your credit partner's account, right? You want to have at least 3 high limit credit cards reporting, and you can do that I make several videos about how you can get high limit credit cards. You want to have no negatives or derogatories in the last 24 months. You want to have at least 5 years age on your credit history, and you want to have less than 10% utilization. And I recommend between 2 to 4% utilization. All right, that's gonna get you approved for these business credit cards, right? If you're new to credit and you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned if you want to get this bag. That's what we're doing. We get into this money over here. We learn how to use our personal credit to leverage business credit. Go get a mother bag. All right, I appreciate y'all watching, and always remember, the top ain't going nowhere. You just got to get there. Let's get it.
Had to go and get it. Steady grinding just behind the scenes. I've been on a mission. Gotta touch him by any means. Said we can go high five.